What's up, guys? Dom here with Restricted America. You may know this, may have seen it on the news. It just came out on August 19th, 2024, and it basically was talking, a lot of these articles are talking about the New Hampshire Department of Justice basically supported a legal challenge. I'm just reading off of this. Supported a legal challenge to application of Massachusetts gun laws to New Hampshire residents temporarily present in Massachusetts. And basically what we're going to be talking about in this video is the New Hampshire Attorney General helped file an amicus brief. And I'm going to read my summary of that. So an amicus brief is a document submitted to a court by someone who is not a party to the case, but who has a strong interest in the matter. The term amicus curiae, I think, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, translates to friend of the court. Here's how an amicus brief helps a lawsuit. Provides additional information. Amicus briefs can offer additional perspectives, expertise, or information that the court may not have considered. This is especially valuable in complex cases involving specialized knowledge or broad public interest. Supports legal arguments. Organizations, experts, or government entities often file amicus briefs to support one party's legal arguments. They help reinforce the points made by that party with additional evidence or reasoning. Highlights broader implications. Amicus briefs can emphasize the broader implications of a court decision, explaining how it might affect other individuals, groups, industries, or public interests. And the last one is assists in legal clarification. Courts may rely on amicus briefs to better understand certain legal principles and their application, contributing to a more informed and accurate ruling. Overall, while amicus briefs are not guarantees of success for any side, they are valuable tools for offering additional insights that might influence the court's decision. I'd say it's almost like the way I see it, it's probably not a very professional way of seeing it, but it's almost kind of like backing someone up. Like you're getting a more legitimate organization, in this case, the New Hampshire Department of Justice, but it's backing the defendants in this case, which we'll get into in this article. And this is it's a press release from the New Hampshire Department of Justice, and it's goes right into saying Concord, New Hampshire Attorney General John M. Formella announces that New Hampshire is filing an amicus brief with the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court. This brief supports a Lowell, Massachusetts District Court ruling that found Massachusetts firearm regulations unconstitutional as applied to non-residents temporarily traveling to the state. The cases involve two New Hampshire residents who were each charged with carrying firearms without licenses in Massachusetts. New Hampshire's amicus brief supports the lower court's decision and argues that Mass Gen Law 269 Section 10A and Mass Gen Law 140 Section 131F unconstitutional as applied to two New Hampshire residents temporarily traveling across state lines. Given the frequent travel between New Hampshire and neighboring Massachusetts, the state of New Hampshire supports this ruling and argues that granite staters or any non-Massachusetts residents who are temporarily traveling to Massachusetts should not face potential felony convictions and imprisonment solely for lacking a Massachusetts gun license or permit. This brief is crucial because it stands up for the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Second Amendment, not just for New Hampshire residents, but for all law-abiding citizens traveling across state lines. By challenging Massachusetts' restrictive firearm laws, we are affirming that constitutional freedom should not be undermined by inconsistent and overly burdensome regulations, said Attorney General Formella. This is all about ensuring that responsible gun owners can protect themselves without fear of unjust legal consequences when they cross state borders. Upholding these rights is essential for safeguarding personal safety and reinforcing the principle that the Constitution must be respected and upheld nationwide. And then it goes to say the key points of New Hampshire's brief. Number one is constitutional protection. The brief argues that the Second Amendment protects the right to carry firearms for self-defense beyond one's home. Massachusetts law, which makes it a felony for non-residents to carry firearms that they would be lawfully allowed to carry in their home state, infringes upon this right. Historical precedent. The brief notes that there is no historical precedent for such restrictive measures against non-residents. In fact, historical precedent supports such clear passage while carrying. The Current Massachusetts law fails to meet historical standards required to justify significant burdens on Second Amendment rights. Impact on rights. The brief warns of the dangers of criminalizing lawful behavior across state lines, potentially leading to severe and unjust legal consequences for citizens exercising their Second Amendment rights while traveling. New Hampshire's involvement reflects its commitment to protecting the rights of its residents and ensuring state laws do not unduly infringe upon constitutional freedoms. Granite State's amicus brief highlights the broader implications of the court's ruling, advocating for the protection of individual liberties and the necessity of ensuring that responsible gun owners can travel without fear of becoming a felon the moment they travel over the Massachusetts border. And I'm going to include the link to this press release in the video, but if you want to actually go over the whole brief, you can. They're both linked as PDFs on this page, so you can go read the whole thing if you want, knock yourself out. But this basically gives a pretty good summary of it. They're basically protecting and supporting the Donnell case. I don't know if you've heard of that. You probably have. I mean, I've mentioned it a couple times, but I don't think they're not financially supporting it, but they're giving an amicus brief, so that means they're backing it. They're backing the defendants in this case because they are New Hampshire residents. So I mean, I would want to protect my residents too. I think this is great what the New Hampshire AG is doing. I think they're actually kind of taking, just based off of the summary, they're taking a few shots at the overly burdensome laws which they referenced in Massachusetts. And it's the first time in a while that they've kind of stood up to their neighbor down south, which is Massachusetts, of course. And I love that they're doing it. I love that everyone's kind of stepping up, even though this isn't really about the bill that just passed. This is I think this is a good thing, and I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. So that's all I have for you today. I'm going to be putting out more videos. There's going to be some collaborations with some people in Massachusetts. I'm not going to announce who they are or what we're doing yet, but we'll definitely be working with each other. And guys, if you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment, and share it. If you know anybody that lives in Massachusetts that would also kind of enjoy this content, make sure to share it to them. Helps out the algorithm, helps spread these videos to people that would want to watch them. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to do that now. A lot of the people that watch my videos actually aren't subscribed, so if you can do that, that'd be amazing. Other than that, guys, stay informed and stay unrestricted.